All right, hi y'all, and welcome to another Under the Radar. Um, it's me by myself because last week ALW wasn't quite able to make it, and this is like a more than a week late, and it's because I was on vacation and I like my sleep. So we're gonna jump in. It's gonna be very brief, 5 to 10 minutes, maybe less. Not gonna hold you. We started with AEW Dark. And on Dark Elevation, actually, Dark Elevation, the past week has been like 4 matches, which I am not complaining. It was good. And kind of over hour-long matches. We had Kip Sabian, the Butcher and Blade with Penelope Ford, um, facing off with um, dang, versus Mao, Katsukuma, and Yuki Uno. It was like 7 minutes. I liked it, but not enough to watch it for 7 minutes. Busher, Blade, Kip win. Marina Shafir, Nyla Rose defeat the Renegades. I am liking the Renegades getting used more often. It's going to be very interesting to see how that continues to play out long term as far as the women's division and making sure that you're grooming younger talent so that you always kind of have storylines and people that can fit in those things. Um, Marina and Nyla, I would love to see Nyla on the main roster more. I'm not quite sure what they're doing with her, but the sooner we can get her doing shit, the better. Um, I love seeing Nyla. Yeah, Nyla. Nyla's really cool. The surprise bitch. And I like kicking violence, bitch. Oh, it's fun. You have the Dark Order, which was Alex Reynolds, Evil Uno, and John Silver defeated Aaron Rourke, Alvin Alvarez, and Brother Greatness. This match needed stew. It was okay. It was entertaining, but eh. And then you have Big Bill and Lee Moriarty of the Firm defeating Rex Lawless and Trax. Honestly, commentary made this. Otherwise, it would have been super boring. Um, we then had Dark, and Dark was again 4 matches. I prefer Dark this week. Matt Taven defeating Brian Pillman Jr. This was the match that had the second most amount of time and only by a few seconds. Loved seeing Matt Taven and Brian Pillman Jr. go back and forth. I want to see that become a feud and them to continue on and on. I would love it. We have Lee Johnson defeating Blake Lee. Short match. I don't know what it is with Lee Johnson. I don't. He's very talented. He's somebody I personally like to watch, but I don't know why he doesn't resonate with others. So until he does that, he'll be behind. Then we have Josh Woods defeating um, Daisy K, another short, like 2 minute match. Josh Woods, he's another one. I don't know what it is because the group he's with, it works, but it doesn't. I don't know if it's the audience's reaction because they work. Like they're such asshole heels that are so talented. And it's just like, eh, why not more? And of course, our main event for Dark last week was that lovely, lovely, lovely woman we call Willow defeating Diamante. Diamante needs to be featured more. She needs a push. She needs all the things. Diamante has delivered on her feuds. She has delivered consistently in her matches. She has delivered on everything. She is it. Give her more to do. But her versus Willow, please put it on my screen. I don't want to keep seeing the same old, same old. Please put it on my screen. I want that match. That match needs to happen. And until then, I'm gonna be very angry that I don't have that match in my face all the time. Take that how you want to. I just realized how that sounded. But yes. Yes. So we kind of run that back with Ring of Honor as Arya Davari, who's with Smart Mark Sterling, Josh Woods, and Tony Nese. Um, faces Mark Briscoe. Again, that group just doesn't work. And I enjoy the fact Mark Briscoe won, but we cannot just rely solely on, you know, his legacy. He is still very much a really, really, really entertaining, intriguing, and potentially dominant wrestler. Can we please start developing that and allowing him to wrestle if that is really what he wants to do right now? And I say that because he might need time to kind of readjust to ROH without his brother. But yeah. Afterwards, varsity athletes beat up Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe and FTR stand tall. Everybody's happy. Yay, yay, yay. Whatever. Sky Blue versus Kevin Madden. Not much there. Sky Blue wins. Mike Bennett and the Kingdom versus Darius Martin. This needed more. Give it a little bit more time. It would have worked. Of course, Mike Bennett and the Kingdom beat down Darius Martin. Action Andretti makes the save, so do with that as you will. But Mike Bennett versus Darius Martin, make it longer, give them more, and then watch it. Willa Yuta versus Tracy Williams. I like Willa Yuta. Pure style was worked. But are we just pigeonholing Willa Yuta into, if I can't use pure, I have to cheat? Just asking. We have Workhorseman versus Shibata and Alex Coughlin. It's Shibata, so, and it's the Workhorseman. Therefore, it's going to be a good match or a great match. I want to see it longer, and I want to see it in AEW or pay-per-view. Coughlin afterwards kind of challenges Shibata for the pure title. I don't know. Match 5 was like kind of a blink and you miss it. Willow Nightingale versus Little Mean Kathleen. Willow wins. We have Stu Grayson versus Tony Nese. We have Stu come back and win. I love it. I don't know if Stu is much longer for the Dark Order. We need a definite direction for the Dark Order. But seeing Stu get wrestling time, I'm great with it. Everything is great. Wonderful. We love that. And we have Athena versus Ashley D'Ambrose. I don't know how to say the girl's last name. Yeah, it was not that long. Athena needs something. Yeah. Athena needs something. She needs a challenger. Maybe no, that doesn't quite work. I was gonna say maybe take the belt off Jade and move her to ROH to be like go against Athena, but that doesn't work. This may be a good spot for like a Layla Hirsch or Chris Statlander to come in or come back and do really well. I think it would work pretty well. Yeah. Then you have Claudio versus Metalik. Banger. Yet we got to change some things up. It's starting to kind of stale. We need to change it up soon. Over to Impact on Thursday. The the main things that we found out were Mickey James couldn't wrestle. Yeah. Bully Ray's team had the advantage. Black Taurus, Lindsay Dorado, Rich Swann, and Laredo Kid had a great match that ended with Laredo Kid winning. Go out of your way to watch that one. I personally also liked watching Santino hit the Cobra after the match between it was Dirty Dango and Joe Henry versus Callahan and Angels. I enjoyed that match actually for some strange reason. Well, they're all good workers, even though I don't like Sammy Callahan. The design and tacky Santina coming out hitting the Cobra was good. I enjoyed that part as well. The other good one that I liked was Giselle Shaw versus Tasha Steelz. I like watching Tasha Steelz fight. It is one of my favorite things to do. So this was a good match. Giselle Shaw has definitely grown and developed. Love to see that for Giselle. However, the biggest thing this week, because I'm not watching MLW, was Being the Elite. Being the Elite was kind of a music video again for Brandon Cutler. He performed Being Elite, which is about overcoming bullying, standing tall, and just they knew they were going to get hurt. They knew it was going to be painful, and he and Nat still went out there and were like, "You beat up our friends. You're gonna have to do the same thing to us because we're not letting you get away with it." And honestly, this hits back at what I have always liked about Being the Elite. I have personally enjoyed the storytelling, the growth that we've seen. It does play into this week's Being the Elite, but we'll talk about that the next episode. So, if you missed Tuesday's night cookout, please go back and watch that. We did have fun. We did our fantasy draft for WWE. AOW's a little salty, but you'll understand my reasoning for why he didn't win. Spoiler. Also, make sure that you come this Tuesday. Gotta get the date right. April 25th for Name That Superstar. I will be hosting. Romeo from True Heel Heat will be here. And just to give y'all a little taste of what I did, who doesn't know the first female catch can wrestler? So be prepared. And that is this Tuesday, April 25th at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Also this week, All for Naught may or may not have dropped by now. It's chaos. Friday night fights will be, as usual, at 8 p.m. Eastern for Friday Night SmackDown. However, because there's no AEW Rampage on Friday, we end at 10 or around there. Chaos. But on Saturday, you can find us starting at like 8 p.m. on True Heel Heat's Twitch page for GCW. And then at 10 p.m., some of us will be jumping onto our YouTube page to watch AEW Rampage. So stay tuned and we look forward to seeing you there. Until next time, it's your girl CM. That's it and that's all.